Welcome to Empower Hour. Let's get growing. Good morning. Welcome. I'm very excited for this morning's guest. I even put a bra on for you, Yolanda. I had a bathing suit top on. But anyway, so this woman has become a friend. She is a powerhouse. And we met each other when I was speaking. We were both speaking at a women's conference in Las Vegas, Women Who Boss Up. And I was really going through something. And style for me had like a double-edged sword, because I had used kind of like this sexy executive CEO look for so many years. But I also, for so many years, was pursuing things motivated by trying to prove that I was something that I wasn't. And so this left me very confused style-wise. I really just wanted to show up in like my jeanie pants, flip-flops, and a tank top. And then she's just like, girl, you are beautiful and you need to show it. You need to walk in the room and you need to own it. And I had to come full circle with it because of just, being in that transition. So anyway, without further ado, actually, let me put her slide up. I want to welcome my dear friend, Yolanda Taylor, who's the owner at the Style Table, wardrobe strategist, fashion, lifestyle, featured on the Today Show, and my very good friend. Yay! Welcome, Yolanda.
Oh my God, it's so awesome to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm so glad you called. I was like, oh, is she going to call me and ask me to come back? I love talking to you. I love talking to you. When I met you, I just said, I thought I see you as very strong and powerful. But also I see this soft, beautiful woman. And that is a vortex for people to get ready for something.
I like that.
Yes.
So at that conference, you definitely, you planted a seed. And I'm still struggling, right? I still struggle. But just 2 days ago, my daughter was like, I love the outfits you've been coming out with lately. Like, they're very feminine, very soft. And it took 2 years to get there. So, but it is so important. And I knew that, and it played such a powerful role, but I had so much resistance around it. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So school us. What should we be doing?
Well, everybody gets into a rut. And I've always loved fashion. I was always that, great dressed friend. I knew how to put things together subtly. And I also knew my superpower is to do it on a budget. Because I had to. I was a single mom for 14 years. And I was like really obsessed with dressing and style when I was 17. So, I had no money. So I had to learn how to put together some Paul sale, mix it with casual quarter, and then, you add that splash of merry-go-round belt. I was in there. But I just love helping women and reminding them that you are the light. And so basically what I was saying to you is you are the light. You were the best dressed in your industry. You were walking in looking like that powerhouse. But then life be lifing. Life comes in and things happen and people happen to us in our lives, our health, children, um, taking care of family members, things happen and we get into a rut where all we want to do is wear clothes because we have to.
Yes.
Not necessarily because of what they bring to our life
Hmm.
and enjoying them again. And that's an easy thing to do. I mean, it's happened to me. It's happened to me. I remember my son telling me he was like 10 years old and I was going to his open house. After a while, I was wearing a uniform, a button down polo and a button and a khaki skirt. And I think they were loafers. They were those driving shoes. Kohan had them, and I wore those. And I would show up all the time like a Girl Scout in a uniform. And some of that is being a flight attendant wearing a uniform. So
Yeah.
yeah, having a ponytail. And my son looked at me and I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "Are you wearing that?" I go, "Wow." And I didn't have any makeup on. He was like, I said, "Mom," I said, "RJ," I said, "people say I don't need makeup." Because, "Mom, you do. And you should wear something else." I was like, wow, okay. Well, I'm embarrassing my son. But
Like
that
kids notice. Yeah, my kids always, I think, loved. I mean, my Julia used to just sit there and watch me get dressed. And then she would go into her room and try to like match my outfit. And I see my granddaughter doing the same thing, not with me, of course, because I'm the old grandma, but sometimes with me, but with, her Aunt Julia and her mom.
grandma. You're a hot
I love
grandma.
being, I can be a hot grandma.
Oh my goodness. I was
So
with my
someone said guilt. I'm like, there's something really wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to get in a rut because of life. And sometimes we have to just come back and find our inner superstar, inner style star. So many women would
Yeah.
always say to me things like, "Oh, I was always the best dressed. People were always complimenting me." And it's just, you're still there. Because I work with women and they end up going, they're like, "Okay, lady, thank you for helping me. I love shopping. I'm back into it. I'm enjoying the ride again. I'm getting back to my old self." So that to me is success, where women are really feeling themselves and seeing themselves again. And so that's my reward.
It's funny because in certain industries, so like my husband's a lawyer and he takes it very serious. He has, French cuff shirts with the monogram, different kind of suits for different occasions. Like, I don't know, he must have 1,000 ties. But the women, no offense, female attorneys, I'm giving this to you as a call out, right? The women, most of them, and I will not say all, although I'll say Brianne Smith, if you're watching, one of the best dressed DAs you'll ever see. She's absolutely gorgeous, always dressed to the nine. But most of the women in court, the female attorneys, I mean, if a man goes to court and doesn't have a suit on, like, you're gonna get sanctioned. The judge is gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Then these women show up in like yoga pants with a blazer. Like, come on, ladies, this is your opportunity. So I always think of you when I see this. I'm like sitting there judging these women. But it makes like my husband. He is a really good attorney. However, and this was really prevalent at this Las Vegas event where I was speaking. Do you remember? I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then the last day I went out, I went shopping before, and I showed up in that red dress, and you and Tam were like, and you know what? That dress made all the difference. Showing up in that powerful color because I still wasn't there. I wasn't feeling it. I was going through a lot. And I showed up on stage. I kind of froze. I kind of freaked out, but I still delivered a powerful message. And I really believe a lot of that is because of what I was wearing. And so the same thing goes with the attorney. So if my husband's having an off day, he looks the part, he owns the room. Everybody's focused on what he's wearing and how he's carrying himself. And so if you make a little mistake, a little this and that, you get less thrown off because you're feeling powerful, right?
Right, because you don't want to spend 10% of your brain power worrying about how I look, is this in place and that in place, and am I
Wait,
comfortable in my clothes? Am I
we're women. It's probably 90% of our brain power when we don't, like, and it's like, when you choose the wrong outfit. This happened to me the other day, but I was okay. I didn't put enough thought. I sit on a board for a bank. I'm on the business development board for a bank here, Tompkins Bank, and they had a reception. It was at this very fancy country club that I didn't know was quite as fancy. And it was 90 something degrees, so I wore a spaghetti strap, pink, but I did bring a beautiful pink wrap to go with it, but it was too hot to even use the wrap. As soon as I got there, I'm like, but I was okay. So, but that would have diminished my confidence if I was inappropriately dressed at an occasion like that. So yeah, it takes up a lot of our brain power. Maybe not for men, but for women.
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as attorneys, I know people have asked me about, well, why does the vice president dress the way she dresses? Well, on a couple things. Number one, many attorneys dress the way she dresses, and also she was a prosecutor.
Yeah.
She was the attorney general. So there's a level of, and a woman. So she had to remind people that this is the most
Yes.
powerful, the most
Yes.
beautiful thing that I have. And this
Mm-hmm.
I want you to focus on. But also, um, if you're someone who's looking for justice and someone to prosecute, or you're a defendant looking for someone to defend you, and this is your life, your money, whatever his practices. You want to feel confident that he knows 100% of the information. So when he walks in looking like he knows 100% of the information, your confidence level goes from
Yeah.
here to, oh my God, to the ladies in the yoga pants, like, oh my gosh, I have Lululemon mom representing me. Oh my God. And and then he walks in, you feel your shoulders are back, you're feeling like, okay, I'm feeling good. I feel like I have a winner. I feel like I'm going to win.
I
That
totally agree.
perception is a powerful thing, and there's so much data on it. There's so much data on the fact that if you show up um, looking like success, people will come to you first and ask you questions and come to you for information and seek you out because you look like where they want to be. You look like the other side of success. You don't look like you are still in the pain. I've talked to women who are coaches sometimes. Now listen, if you're it's all in what you're speaking on too. If you're a business coach, or if you're someone who says, I went through all of this, then you have to look like the other side of that, especially if you're a business coach or something like that. But if you are a coach that is helping people inside, you have to look like the light too. You
Right.
can't show up like you're still going through the pain. You look like you're still suffering. Why am I following you when you look like you're still in that pain?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the things that you said to me. Like, you really need to look like what they want to look like after working with you. And so, I'm a soulful prosperity coach. I do work with business owners and entrepreneurs primarily. And, I have come to a place in my life where I spend as much time as I can barefoot and in a bikini. That's a fact. But I have learned that there's, a difference. I don't show up like that to coach people. And, a lot of my work is remote. So maybe it will be from the top up, but that's okay. Um, I want them to have that experience, and you really helped me to understand that, because anything and everything that is going to help you to be more confident, to get out of imposter syndrome. And this is a huge thing. This is my whole theme for the next couple of weeks, is talking about imposter syndrome. And I think that's what I was suffering with, because, when we were in Las Vegas, I was just making that transition from being in real estate for 29 years. I led the real estate panel to being a coach. Even though I was a coach for 10 years in real estate, it was still somehow, I was still suffering and struggling with that imposter syndrome. And when I stepped onto that stage, in the powerful dress and in the right shoes and my hair and everything looking just right, it was gone. I mean, I still struggled because of, what I was going through personally, but it gave me confidence that I wouldn't have had otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, with your business and what you do to help people, you also have to have a happy medium. So when you are in a situation where you are speaking soulful prosperity, you're talking about being successful inside and out. You're talking about, when I think of soulful prosperity, it means that inside I feel good. And when I feel good, I can give to my business and give to my clients. And I'm a better person when I'm feeling good on the inside, and I'm learning about myself, and I'm dealing with my issues head on. So there's a medium. You don't have, if that's the energy you're giving, you want to walk in halfway. You don't necessarily want to walk in looking like an attorney all suited up, because that takes away from that relaxed and state that you're trying to get people to come to relax and enjoy the ride and build your business and love what you do, and to help them, not stress and not beat up on themselves with imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
So you also have to make them feel like, because you're the light and the direction. So you're the
Yeah.
light and the way. Now, of course, Jesus is the truth and the light. Let me make that clear for any Christians, that the truth and the light. But he also uses people to guide them to the straight path, but also to be loving and kind to themselves and not beat themselves up.
Well, I
So,
think both Jesus and Buddha talked about skillful means, right? So dressing for success is skillful means. It is going to, like I said, my husband's going to walk into a courtroom and people are going to be like, I want to work with him. He's going to get me the results. That you're gaining and respect from your clients immediately. Or when you walk in and you're in that powerful red dress rather than a sundress, right? Because me, I would love to spend, if I have to get dressed, I would prefer it be a sundress. But that just doesn't work going up on stage. Now, that might be okay for coaching a client, but it's not okay for getting up on stage and leading an entire room and, drumming up powerful emotions and getting them all motivated. No. So, yeah, I totally agree. So, you were recently on the Today Show.
yeah, that was exciting. That was exciting. They aired it the first time on March 11th. It was a show about second acts, and which is perfect for what we're talking about. It's a show about people who worked in one industry for many years, and then they started doing something completely different. And what I was doing was I was a flight attendant for 31 years. I had to retire to corporate, and then I started my styling business because this is something I was doing anyway.
Yeah, I love it. I can relate. I can relate. So, so if somebody is stuck in a rut, right? Where do they start? Stuck in a style, and what's the difference between style and fashion? And then if somebody's stuck in a rut and they're kind of in a slump, they're not feeling so great. Where do they start? What do you suggest?
Well, the first difference between fashion and style is our personal brand. It's our personal, it's the thing that we go to, the thing that we're attracted to. It's how we want to look on a regular basis. It's everybody has a sense of style. Even if you say they don't, they just don't know how to put it together sometimes. But they have something or someone that they like, and they want to emulate that. That's more of that's something that's consistent, that's independent to you.
Like a brand.
Like a brand. Yeah, like a brand.
Style is your personal brand.
Exactly. And fashion it comes and goes. Fashion is fringe today, leather tomorrow, red that's the it color to green's the it color. Fashion comes and goes. It's a so that's why I focus on style. But the first thing I suggest that you do is go right to your closet and just stand there and look at it and see what your closet is saying to you. If you look in your closet and you see 5 of the same exact dress, you're in a style rut. If you see the same black dress and basically the same cut over and over, you're in a style rut because it's comfortable and it's safe. So every time you go out, that's what you gravitate to. We all do it. It's not a big deal. I think I have 6 black turtlenecks in my life that I'm not letting go of, by the way, because I love them. But, that's when you're in a style rut and you're wearing the same few things over and over. It's, easy data to find, but we're only wearing 20% of what's in our closet. So if your closet is bursting at the seams and you're only wearing the same few things, that's where you need to start.
I'm going to give a plug for my daughter real quick. My daughter, Julia Marr, she started something called Secondary Style Solutions. She owns a curated thrift boutique store, but now she will come out to your closet, help you clean it out, help you figure out what you should keep, what you should purge, and then what key pieces you are missing. And she will even help you shop for them. Not exactly what you're doing, a little bit different, but I'm sure you do that too.
I do that too. I do that too. And, that's a great service. That's a great service because you have to get those clothes out of your closet. You have to get those clothes out of your closet so you get the clothes that you're not wearing. If it's something that and for women over 50, if it's something that you're going to have to lose, like I'll say 30 or more pounds to get into, let it go. You can look good at any size. You look good now. You look good now, and you get a tailor. If something can be let out, and then just keep those things. If it's something that can be let out by like an inch or 2, and you take it to a tailor, and they'll tell you, okay, we can let this out. You don't have to let this go. Because I'm like what your daughter's doing. I am a big supporter of reloved clothes because I care about the environment. I care about where we live. It's no secret as to why we have 100 and over 100-degree temperatures, and each summer is getting hotter and hotter. I just did a webinar and a lady said, "What do I wear?" Oh my God, it's 118 degrees in San Antonio.
What? Yeah. We're dying in New York at 91. Like we're dying. We're literally like.
And it's like, I don't know. I think maybe an ice pack dress. I don't know. But you have to, except for lightweight linens, lightweight fabrics.
Yeah.
You have to do that. And ladies, if you're going to an event that you have to spend some time walking into the building or whatever, listen, do not wear a body shaper. It's too hot this summer. That's what I would say for the heat. But yeah, I would look in your closet. Getting back to that, I would look in your closet first, assess what you have. And then once you separated the donate pile, just like she said, you go in, she's going to go in, and you go in your closet and you hit the pile to donate, to save and repair, and then things that really light you up. And then you take the things that light you up and start creating different looks with them. Also, one side note, there's 4 days, you guys, 4 days. They have a take back bag where you can put items that are soiled or things that may have a tear or rip that that you really need to get rid of and you're never going to fix or whiten, that white blouse, you're going to get that stain out that you never have time to. Put it in that bag. You buy the bag, it's $20. You put all your stuff in that bag, you take it to the post office, they take it, and that's it. And guess what? You've been a part of the solution. They give you a $20 credit towards whatever you're shopping for. But that's another way to keep clothing out of landfills.
That's amazing. I had no idea.
Yeah,
Julia got very inspired when I'm going to say it wrong, Shein. Shein and now Temu hit the scene, and people are treating these clothes like they're disposable. And I'm guilty. I love new. And now with getting turned on to thrifting, I don't need new with the tag. I just need new style, new look, new this, right? And so I've learned to be able to find some of those pieces, or at least it can be resold, repurposed, now. So if I do buy new, I know what to do with it. But I didn't know that. I don't know if Julia knows that about the post office. That's amazing.
If she sees what, and you guys also, you have to think about if you have skin sensitivities with these clothes that you buy that are like $10 or whatever you're paying, if you're buying that, they have a lot of toxic chemicals in them. It might be, if you're breaking out with something and you think something's it might be your clothes. I mean, the dyes and the things that they use, there's like no guardrails. No guardrails.
I say I get itchy as soon as I walk into Primark. I'm like, and you know what though? It does a service. I went shopping one time there with my granddaughter to buy for her and my grandsons, and just like, the play type stuff. And I mean, what we came out with for $100, that serves its purpose, right? Because those kids are going to wear them for 4 months and then they're going to outgrow them, and, so on and so forth. So I get it, but it went way too far. So I want to talk about, so I recently was speaking at another woman's event, and I was like I knew what I was looking at in my closet was not right. And so I was like, all right, I need Yolanda for this. So I asked if we could do a session, and it was so much fun. I actually should have brought that reel here to show. But we actually hopped on a Zoom, went through the outfits I was thinking about, and Yolanda was like, I love it, but not for what you're doing. Forget it. And so we went through an entire session. We went shopping online together, and she helped me pick out the outfit, the shoes, the accessories, and made sure that they were things that we're going to be able to use in the future for different events, for different outfits, and so on and so forth. So I was so grateful for that. So that's a service. Tell me about that service, what you can do for professionals who are going to be going on a job interview, or, speaking at an event, or training a course, or, any of those things.
So, just like the style session that I did with you, those I do virtually and I love it. So I don't have to necessarily be in your closet. I can do it virtually. And we shop your closet first before you go out because there are things that I can create right from your closet.
Yeah.
And we'll make the decision there. And then after that, then we'll go shopping. And I source from everywhere. And I like to make sure that if I can find it, I try to find it at a lower price somewhere else because I do shop. I'm a power shopper like that, and I just don't believe in paying full price all the time. I just don't. So that's what I enjoy doing is pulling together a full look for what you are doing and who's going to be looking at you and who you're going to affect.
Mhm.
Now, I will say this, part of my thing was, um, with you, it was like, yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Yep.
I have more than one style gear.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've finally gotten comfortable with that because look, let's face it, I've become a freaking hippie. Like I'm a hippie. I'm outside walking barefoot, climbing rocks and meditating on the grass and talking to birds. This is who I am in my 50s, okay? And yeah, being in a power suit just doesn't go along with that anymore. I mean, I wore like a power, not necessarily a suit, I'm going to call it that because skirt, shoes, heels, the whole nine for 20 something years. And it's just not the space that I'm in. But it is, and one of the things I've learned, right? So that was a persona. And we have many personas, and we have to tap into certain personas that we own when we need to perform. So there's no regrets, right? Even though I have discovered that I was basically driven by this need to prove who I was and prove my worth and all that. And it's like, but it served me. I raised two kids and had a ton of success and a ton of fun and have a lot to show for that. So there's no regrets. And guess what? That's who I need to tap into when I need to get up on a stage. That strong, badass, nothing's gonna hold me back or hold me down. So it's not fake. It's not phony. It's part of who I am. It's
Yeah.
just not who I am all day, every day anymore. And so I think that that's one thing too that women will struggle with, right? Well, that's not really me. I hear that all the time. Tell me the answer to that when you hear that.
When they say certain things are not really them, for me, I'm not trying to style mini me's or, people come
Right.
to me because they like how I dress. But what's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you.
Right.
That's, so I get to know a person first.
So
And
what if they're like always in jeans and a t-shirt, right? And now they need to go speak at an event. What do you tell them?
I tell them to look like the other side of success. So if you're speaking success, if you're speaking about what you want to help people with, you need to look like it. I mean, listen, I spoke in jeans because I had to, because things happen. But I
Yeah.
put on a tailored jacket, a fantastic top. I had some beautiful shoes. These were fabulous. But I'm telling you, things happen. But jeans were also my personality too. That's why I felt comfortable in them. So if you're someone who wears jeans and a t-shirt, pair with a jacket, a nice tailored jacket, some fabulous shoes, and some fantastic jewelry. And then you can walk up there as your authentic self,
Right.
but elevated.
Yep. And tapped into, there's different parts of us, right? We are not just this one sort of persona that we are living in on a day-to-day basis. And I think it's so powerful when you can begin to tap into those different versions of yourselves. Like, I am, indomitable Jennifer today, or I am intelligent Jennifer today, and today I am graceful, and today I am feminine, and today I am this, like that. And it's a women's prerogative. Like, I love that. Like, it really is our prerogative to look completely different every single day. And I'm sorry that I'm focusing more on women today. Men, you guys got it kind of easy when it comes to this stuff. Like, you still though can pull off some beautiful style. But for women, it's a little more of a challenge. So, how much of a role do you think success style plays in success?
I think it's about being ready.
Mm.
It's about being ready and that the clothes in your closet fit. That's the reason why the first thing you do is go in your closet and you take out all of the clutter so you can see what you have. And where you're left in your closet with everything that fits and things that light you up. And you section your closet off in like the different parts of your life. A big part of our lifestyle is athleisure. Have a section in your closet where you can just get in and wear what you're going to wear and go and run your errands, but also look cute. Go to those things because that's a big part of your life too. I'm a caretaker of my dad. I have to wear athleisure. I am out of this and I'm at doctor's appointments. So I'm in cute athleisure because I'm pushing my dad in a wheelchair. I'm not running around in heels. So that's another part of my life as caregiver. We wear several different hats. And if my closet and lifestyle is organized to where I can grab it, it's one less thing I have to stress about. But organize your closet and where things you can get to when things happen. That's how you're successful because you don't have that stress of what to wear. You don't have that stress of putting on a dress because it can be demoralizing putting on something. Say you have a wedding to go to and you look in your closet and you don't have anything or the things that you want to wear no longer fit. Get that stuff out of your closet and go buy things, get them tailored to fit your body. If you go to a store and you see something that you like and you put it on, oh, I don't want to go up a size, just go up the daggone size and have it tailored a little bit and wear the daggone dress and enjoy it. Nobody knows the size in your dress. Nobody knows what size you are. And nobody's going to look at the tag in your dress unless they want to die. Nobody's doing that. They're just going to look at you and say, you look good, and you're going to emanate all of that positive energy. That's where the success comes. Because when you walk in a door, you are the light. You light people up because you're confident in what you have on when you walk in the door. You don't have to say a word. That's style. That's the power of style. I think, Jen, are you with me? Well, you guys, I'm here with you. So let's continue to talk. I want to talk to you about tailoring and the importance of tailoring. Don't say you can't wear things or they're no longer okay to wear or give up on things because there are things that are already in your closet. There are things that are in stores that you're trying things on. I had a client who was going to a gala. She tried on several dresses, but the bottom line is you might have that body that needs things to be altered or tailored. You can go to a dry cleaners. There are always people who can take things and utilize them. They will make the dress, even a pair of jeans, look like they were custom made just for you. Those are just different ways to be self-esteem boosters, confidence boosters. When you look good, you feel good.
I'm
Period.
back. I don't know what happened. My computer froze and life went crazy.
I don't know. We were just talking about.
It's all good. I love it. You did great. I could hear you the whole time. We do have some questions that I put in. Jose, if you can put up the question whichever one first that came in from the group. So yeah, so here's one. What if I have zero budget for good style?
Okay, I'm the queen of zero budget for good style. Like I said, the first thing you want to do is shop your closet, what you do have in there. See how see how you can maximize it. Because like I said, you can go and get things tailored, altered, let out first before you go out shopping. And there are things in there that you've probably picked up or grabbed at TJ Maxx. You know, you might buy this purple blouse. You don't know why you bought it, but it's in your closet. You might find a skirt that's similar in color that may be a print. That's an outfit there. You didn't think about it because you bought it at two separate times. They just ended up in your closet and you forgot that you have it. Shop your closet first. Treat your closet like it is TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or the Rack, because you're going to shop at those places anyway. You're going to shop at that. You might as well shop your closet first.
What do you feel? How do you feel about renting clothes? I have a friend who's actually extremely successful, and she just doesn't like shopping. So she rents her wardrobe. She gets 10 pieces a month from Rent the Runway for like $130. So
Yeah.
if you think about that clothing budget, so that I guess you would need the basics, right? But so now you're getting 10 new pieces. She came out the other night. She had something that she would never buy, but she looked adorable. So what's your take on that?
Well, Rent the Runway is good. It's good for the environment because the clothes are being used. The clothes are being used, and they're not out in the environment. That's really, really good. Rent the Runway. The thing is, you have to be careful. Look at the clothes. Make sure they're in good condition because they have been rented. So that's the only thing. If you want to keep up that monthly budget of the 150, renting clothes is a good way. There's a couple companies that you can rent from. There's also, you guys, you still, I mean, I know people who thrift at Goodwill. She looks great. I have a friend. She
My
is,
daughter. Yeah.
yeah,
She doesn't buy
you
anything new.
Yeah, you can get a lot of good and interesting things. I love going to consignment shops. I love going to antique stores. You can find great jewelry pieces that are unique and interesting, and from antique stores. So there
Yeah.
are ways where you can save money just by buying from consignments and thrift stores. ThredUp is also great. You can find a lot of great things on ThredUp.
Yes.
I found a Michael Kors 2023 2023 runway, not the department store Michael Kors, not the outlet Michael
Right.
Kors, runway for $54. I think somebody bought something and just said, "Oh, just send it out there. I don't care." I was like, "I
Right.
do. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God." And saved
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars. So ThredUp is also great. ThredUp will also come and take the things that you have. Sell some of the things that you have too and start building a shopping budget for yourself by selling some of the clothes that you already have. I do
Yes.
swap and sell parties with my friends. I've gotten
Yeah.
great things just by
Yeah.
trading and selling with your friends, you
Yeah.
know.
Julia does clothing swaps at her space. It's really, and women love it. They go crazy. They go
So
crazy.
much fun. You guys, I got a bag a Burberry handbag that was worth like on the resale market for about 400 and something dollars. She sold it to me for 130. I was like, wait a minute. Let me show you what this bag is worth. I felt guilty because I know the
Yeah.
difference. And she said, "Oh, no, no, no. Just take it here. Just, that's good. I'm good. I just want it out of my house."
Wow. Yeah.
So,
So I agree. I mean, look, I've I've had very little budget many times in my life, and I always manage to um, find the finds. That's what you got to do, and have those key pieces that you can dress up and add some flair to. Super important.
Yeah,
Agreed.
and
But
for jewelry, I would go to TJ Maxx. Those counters, they have a lot of interesting pieces, one-off pieces. I get a lot of fantastic silver pieces from TJ Maxx in the jewelry counter too, that are unique and interesting. And you'll look like $1,000,000.
yeah, agreed. Agreed. Oh, it's like this one was meant for me.
And me.
Yeah. So what's your solution here?
So you can see what Jen and I are doing. Okay. I have on this top, I feel sexy in this top, but it covers me in a way that it's not just the first thing that you see are boobs. So it's just wearing things that are going to cover and that are not so tight. Make sure that I think when you wear things that are sometimes too tight can accentuate your boobs.
Yeah, like a
And
turtleneck.
listen, that's when you wear a minimizer bra. You wear good bras are everything. You guys
Yes.
always get sized because a good bra will also take away and eliminate and show your breasts in the best light
Yeah.
where it doesn't look too sexy. But you know what? If you're sexy, you're sexy.
I was gonna say because I wore that dress the other night and it was spaghetti strap and it went
If you're
down and it was
sexy, you're
and
sexy.
I was like, I'm doing it. This is what I'm wearing, and I did, and it was great.
Right.
I looked great, and also like when you get to a place where you're not trying to lead with your sexiness because it just doesn't work in business. Like it will blow up on you. It really will. And I've had it blow up on me where wives are like, we ain't buying a house from that lady.
Yeah, like I don't want to see her
Right?
again. We'll deal with her
Yes.
later. So,
And you're leading with your intelligence, you're leading with, your knowledge. You're going to have less of a problem with that. But I agree wholeheartedly with you. And it took me a long time to even be comfortable with a neck like this, because you just feel bigger when you have big boobs and makes you feel bigger.
yeah, I would definitely get yourself measured and get a good bra. There's so many different brands out there. Maidenform is a classic uh, bra that it's just a good bra, and it is a will help minimize your breast size.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
I do not
Well,
like to wear heels. What can I do and still feel dressed? Get yourself a cute pair of designer flats. Like right now, the Mary Jane flat is in. I don't know what your budget is, but you can buy. Sam Edelman has some really cute ballet flats. They are in. They look pretty. Versace has so Versace. Oh my God, they are fantastic flats. You're speaking my language. I have changed all my shoes out to flats and mules. I would get mules is another thing that can feel dressed up. Is different styles of mules. I have adopted that, and also a pair of pretty sandals like the Miller sandal by Tory Burch is always a classic. They always look elevated. And if you want to wear those with a dress in where it's comfortable and easy. But yeah, there's so many. The ballet Mary Jane flats are in, and everybody of every age can wear them, and they can look very pretty, and they are very much in. So if you have any ballet flats, the ballet flats are back in. Yay!
yeah.
I'm so excited.
Not me. But you know what I love? I do love kitten heels. And if you've not worn kitten heels, um, there's something super sexy about them. I mean, just the name, right? Kitten heels. But they're so comfortable and they make them in like the mules, like you talking about, or like that I get a lot of, like, they're like almost flip flop, but sandal type. I
Mhm.
don't know what you call that.
Yeah, thong
And
sandals.
they have the tiny heel, and if your feet look great and your toes look great, you don't need the big heel because you have your feet looking great. Although I got to tell you right now, Yolanda, my feet are stained with boysenberries. Okay, I cannot, because I go kayaking every day, and there's this giant boysenberry tree where I launch my kayak, and my feet are just like, it looks like I've been crushing grapes. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, listen, now that's beyond my expertise. So, but slingback kitten heels are very sexy. Very,
Yes.
they are very
Love
sexy.
them.
Slingbacks I don't care what your legs look like, they make your legs look sexy. And you feel
And they're
so
easy to
pretty.
wear.
It's very ladylike, it has that very ladylike feel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very feminine.
yeah. So that
And wedges. I love wedges too. I
hmm
think you yelled at me for wearing my wedges that one time. Actually, the photo that's on this intro is the outfit one of the when I led the panel, and I was wearing that dress with wedges, and you're just like, what?
they were like espadrilles. I was like,
Yes.
but that's all right. She wore that red dress, and I was so happy that she was getting back to herself.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And that, and I think that we go through that. We go through rediscovering, reinventing, and again, that's a woman's prerogative.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take it. And I love having a different look and a different feel because I looked the same exact for about 25 years.
hmm
Same exact. I did not venture outside of that for many, many, many years. And then when I got in even better shape, um, so what role do you feel health and fitness plays in style?
It plays a lot because what I say with health and fitness, you guys, do not work out to get in a dress. There are tons of designers out there. You're going to look good in that dress anyway. So there's a size and a dress for everyone. So don't work out for that reason. Work out for your health. My father has 12 doctors, you guys, 12. He has stage 3 congestive heart failure, kidney failure. You want to work out because you want to keep the blood flowing to your organs. My mother survived 20 years longer because she took care of her health by
Yeah.
exercising, eating right. She was organic before organic was cool. And so, yeah, sure, really, really, what you put in your body, read the labels, keep the sodium down. Sodium and sugar are the killers of
And vegetable oil.
yeah,
Vegetable oil is one thing that nobody really knows about. It is so bad for you, and it is in almost every single processed things that you would never even imagine. Why is that in there, right? I
yeah,
mean, I went to buy a bag of pistachios the other day, and it had canola oil. Like,
yeah,
why? So yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, and I believe that too is, helps with your confidence when you and we're not exactly like, I
no,
am not at my lowest weight, but I am the healthiest and the strongest that I have ever been in my life, and I just keep the focus there. And strong is the new sexy, so strong is the new skinny.
yeah, and healthiest too. Focus on your
Yeah.
health and why you're working out because that also takes a lot of the mental stress away too. But keeping your mind healthy in terms of your mind at a relaxed state as much as possible. Jerry Seinfeld, he was just talking about meditating. He meditates. They said, "What's your secret of your success?" He goes, "I meditate multiple times a day."
Yes. So
And
important.
yeah, yeah. And just walking. I'm not here to pitch any kind of health, regimen.
Hmm.
But walking, mostly everyone can do that. Walking and clearing your mind, meditating. But what you eat But I will say low sodium. If you have an event, no sodium. Try to go low sodium, no sodium. If you have to stand on the stage, you don't want to listen. I ate so much at that event in Las Vegas, I couldn't get into my dress. Even my Spanx was like, girl, bye. That's how I ended up in my jeans.
Jeans, I remember.
Listen, the food was so good. So, and Jet Belly and all of that is a real thing. So,
Drinking water, lots of water.
a lot of water, low sodium, low sugar before events, if there's something special, but don't do any hardcore dieting. Just exercise and know that you can look good right now. Right now. And you do look good right now.
Yes, we do. We are beautiful. Jose, can you put Yolanda's slide up again? So Yolanda is available. Tell us that all the services that you offer, and it does not matter that she is in DC. She will figure it out. So tell us.
Well, I do a lot of work virtually with women. And what I do is I work with women who are primarily 40 and over, because I deal with people like myself whose body has betrayed them. And you know, baby Yolanda is hanging out and not going anywhere. So I help you navigate those those waters. That we create a strategy so you will have style success, where you can look in your closet where everything fits and everything lights you up and you're ready to go.
I
That's
love that.
that's what I do. That's what I do in a nutshell. But I do a lot virtually. A lot of women like it virtually. That kind of happened with COVID, but it's actually fun because you can take me right in the closet with you.
Oh, I had a lot of fun. We had
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
yeah,
Lots and lots and lots and lots of fun. So thank
yeah,
you so much.
yeah.
And thank you for you played a pivotal role, which is why I had you here today. It was such a pivotal role in you planted the seed of making sure I understood how important style how important a role style played in the success that I am looking to not only grow and build for myself, but to empower other people to get into that place as well. And, being a way shower is super important, and we got to show up as our best version. And what I call that, like, even when you're having a bad day, putting on a really powerful outfit, it's like throwing your hat over the fence. Like, you have no choice. Now you got to own it. Now you got to bring it. So it's very powerful stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. If there's anything, Jose, if you can put up the Beyond Limit slide, any any support that you're looking for in business, Beyond Limits is the absolute best program. I have options for every single budget, and it can help you from A to Z. And if you go to the next slide, if you just happened upon us this morning, if you go here and register, you can get to the replay. You get the library of all the replays that ever were, and you can get rid of the slides. And Yolanda, thank you so much.
Yeah. I have a special offer for your guests too. So
Oh,
anybody who's watching, I have a special offer for you to do just what I did for Jen. And we have a lot of fun, and I will definitely link it in the chat or the comments for you guys.
all right. And Jose, make sure you get that. So when we do our reels and do our stuff, we get that out to our database and whatnot. Awesome. So you're going to give them a consultation.
Yes, yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
do
yeah.
it. It's so much fun, and you'll learn so much about yourself. And you would be amazed at, so yes, the imposter syndrome, and just staying in your comfort zone, and staying in patterns, and so much is revealed through your wardrobe of where you are at
Yeah.
and where you want to be. And it's crazy. You would not think that, but it is true. So, if you're a closet, you open it up and it's all black, you definitely need to be calling Yolanda today. Thank you, beautiful. Love you.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much.